So, ugly, skinny guy Tom has broken his silence on filing for divorce from Christina P. on the newest episode of Your Mom's House. And as we all suspected, he plays the victim, thinks only of himself, and cannot seem human even for a second. Take a look.
All right. We are back, and this is my first podcast here in a while. I know that a lot of people obviously heard the news and saw last week's episode where Christina hosted it. And I don't feel a need to say a lot to people, but it bothered me that a lot of people were like, oh, I can't believe you would make her go address this alone or do this on her own, which couldn't be further from the truth. The truth is that we have been recording separate episodes for a long time now, because everything that people know is not new to us. It's been many, many months. So this is not brand new to us. It's new, I guess.
Wait, you guys didn't just decide that day to get a divorce and tell the world?
That wasn't that day. Yeah, it wasn't that day.
That's the whole time I'm thinking, man,
this happened today.
This just happened. Yeah. It was a big life decision like that. I'm like, take it to the internet.
Yeah. It was many months, and we record separately. So her episode was first after our return, so she addressed it first. It was never hey, you go handle this. It was just kind of the timing of how that worked. And we both decided to record separately. That's just what we're doing.
Wow. Talk about an awkward opening. Tom can't even pretend to be feeling even for 1 minute. That being said, it is kind of ridiculous that we think we have any right to know about his private business, but let's judge him anyways. Imagine being such a piece of shit that you think the most important thing that needs clearing up is whether Christina had to make a statement first by herself. As if clarifying that Christina just happened to record first is important. Tom just can't stop proving that he's petty and that he only cares about appearances. Why else would you care if it looks bad that Christina broke her silence first? He's splitting hairs about little things that don't matter in the least bit. And I'm not surprised they had this cackling jackass yes man, Ryan Sickler, as a guest for the episode where Tom addresses the divorce. I guarantee Tom picked this loser on purpose because everyone hates him and his annoying laugh, so Tom knew this idiot would take the heat off of him. Tom acting like it's been many months on this decision only makes him look worse, because realistically, he should have been thinking of anything else when his wife was overcoming cancer, not wondering about a divorce that whole time. To make things worse, Tom actually proved he's the worst person on earth by immediately playing the victim and talking about how hard it is for him. Take a look.
We're doing. It's been horrible. It's a horrible experience. So I just wanted to let people know it's privately, it's horrible. It's a long experience. It's emotionally a roller coaster. Your emotions change often many times in a day. If anyone's ever been through it or knows anyone, it's you don't feel the same all the time. And it's really tough on you. Personally, it's really tough. I don't know what else to say about it.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What are your DMs like right now? What are your DMs?
I'm sorry. That's the wrong drop. I'm sorry. That's the wrong drop.
Was that a DM?
That was.
Who left that? What's some of the wildest shit? Off the wall. You're just what the fuck?
Guys who are
guys is something I hadn't considered genuinely.
Guys who are what's up, bro? It's time. You're free. What?
You're fucking free. You're free to be gay.
My face in your ass. I'm huh? And then you're this is what women go through, I guess? Yeah. They're I'll eat your ass out. And you're
guys are wanting to eat your ass.
Yeah, it's
insane. Fucking great.
There's no way on earth he's not gay, but anyways, Tom is such a complaining little bitch. Notice how everything is about how he has been affected. Always thinking only of himself. Only talking about himself and how tough things are for him. Could he be more narcissistic and self-involved? I don't even know if it's possible. His kids and wife are a constant afterthought and never his main priority. Instead, He is only worried about how the divorce is affecting him and how awful it is for him. The things he keeps focusing on are the opposite of what people are actually thinking about in relation to his divorce with Christina P. Take a look.
20 years, 2 fucking decades is a long time. So I understand where those people are coming from, and it's they've grown with you guys.
I understand it too.
But the trolls are the trolls.
I understand. Look, I actually understand all. I understand all of it. I understand the people that are like just heartbroken, and I understand the trolls and people. It's not something I can't wrap my head around. It's part of how it goes. I totally get it. I just also wanted to tell you this to reiterate that like we're not combative. Like we talk every day. Just so people know that like this is like I support Christina in everything she does. She supports me, and our focus, as you would imagine, is just on our children. Yeah. And we're just trying to provide the best life we can for them, and we're trying to take care of them. And I personally, you're not going to see me doing interviews or podcasts or press about this. This for me is like, again, this is me addressing what it is and how it's been, and it's been terrible. And I don't feel like I need to keep talking about this. This is it for me. I'm not going to talk about this. Whether and some people are okay with, some are not. It is what it is. Like I'm going to just be focused on what I do, and like I said, taking care of the kids. And Christina and I continue to do that, and we talk to each other, and we're fine with how things are moving along, as disappointing as it is. It is what it is, like in that regard.
I don't think Tom gets what people are actually saying about the divorce, because I certainly don't think anyone is going around behind the scenes wondering if they're being combative or not. No one thinks the divorce is contentious. We think you're a total loser for filing for it, and that's what people are talking about. How you're such a clown that you thought getting skinny ugly meant you should leave your family. We are all so ashamed that a guy who was once hilarious is now a LOL cow on the internet, and that's what people are actually talking about. I don't believe Tom Segura understands any part of why the public is on Christina's side. I think he understands nothing and will be a lol cow like Joe Rogan moving forward. He's become too narcissistic to be self-reflective, and he's surrounded by too many yes men to see the truth. Tom's going to play pretend forever now, and we're all going to clown on him for the rest of his life now, and that's just the way it has to be. He's a piece of garbage man who only cares about himself and fame, fortune, and status, and that couldn't be more different than Christina's priorities. You see this when you look at how Christina chose to address the divorce and how her focus was on her children and never once herself. Take a look.
Anything new? What's going on? Just anything at all?
Usual stuff. What about you? Anything going on?
No, not in the slight. Everything's totally just the same as it's always been.
It's summer.
Listen, I did want to talk to you, Duncan. Duncan, you may have noticed that Tom and I have not been podcasting together for the last few months.
Yeah, I've been wondering about that.
And you may have seen some stories.
I thought it was bullshit. That was misinformation.
Clearly. But I just wanted to let you know, and the other staff members here, that the rumors are true. Oof. That your daddy and I are divorcing, but it's not your fault. And it's not your fault, guys, in the booth. And that we still love each other very much. We're just going to live in separate homes, but we're still your mommies.
You were bringing up serious divorce PTSD from when I was 10, Christina. This is brutal.
Oh, girl.
You all right? How you doing?
Yeah, look, I just want to formally address it to the audience. Yes, Tom and I are divorcing, and it is extremely sad. It's sorry, I don't know if I was going to cry this soon. It is very sad. That being said, we have tried to work it out for several years for the sake of our children and our family. And we gave it all we could, but we just couldn't work things out. We are no longer a couple, but we make the children a priority. And, look, we had 20 amazing years together, and that's a really good run, I think, in a marriage. 20 years together, and we had a very successful marriage. We created this. We have comedy careers. We, most importantly, created a family. But I wanted to address the audience specifically because we've been through a lot together. For those of you that have listened to us since the very beginning, we've been through Tom and I getting married and living in Silver Lake and being two broke comics. We've been through births and deaths, tragic accidents, cancer, COVID, all the things. And I want you to know that I'm still your mom and I'm still here, and we will survive. We will get through this bullshit like we have gotten through everything else in life. This is just an unfortunate thing. But we're going to be okay. Tom and I are, just so everybody knows, like, we are amicable. This is not an ugly divorce. Like, we're cool, dude. It's been 20 fucking years, and we met in our 20s. Like, we met as kids. So, you know, people change.
What a contrast to Tom's statement. He focused the entire time on himself and how hard it was for him. And Christina spent the whole time making sure no one felt blame for the divorce and reassuring her audience and kids that everything will be all right. That's leadership. And that's a woman. Talk about crystal clear proof of the differences between moms and dads when they divorce most of the time. Notice how Christina focused on the harm the divorce could cause and immediately made sure to not blame her kids and to make sure they know it's not their fault. The whole time she discusses the divorce, she thinks about how it impacts other people, considering her audience's feelings about it and reassuring them when that's the last thing that should be on her mind. But she's a woman, and so she cares more about the audience well-being than her own. Christina P. never once mentions how hard it is on her or how she is struggling. Instead, she chooses to be strong and powerful for the sake of others that are depending on her. Meanwhile, Tom spent the whole time whining about how hard the divorce was for him and complaining nonstop for how it was difficult on him feelings-wise. Christina is a good woman and was always thinking of her family and children, while Tom was thinking only of how he was affected. When Christina talks about the divorce, you can feel she's being genuine and thoughtful, and I believe that she really did try to make things work and that she is devastated for her kids. Tom, on the other hand, seemed very Mark Zuckerberg vibes to me. He was acting like he was in damage control mode and being very careful, and nothing he said rang true. He has just become a money-making machine with no emotion left, unfortunately. I really feel for Christina, now that she has to bear the responsibility of raising two rambunctious boys with a self-involved, somewhat psychopathic ex-husband. I don't envy her, but I do already know she can do it. Because she's a woman, and no woman chooses to bitch and moan for herself when she knows there are others to worry about. That's a man's job. And because only a woman can get dumped right after surviving breast cancer and still be the one to have to reassure the man. And only a man can be the one doing the dumping, yet still need a woman's reassurance. Women hold families together because they put others' needs before their own, and often to their own detriment. Women think of how others are hurting because of their divorce and show empathy. Narcissistic fathers show empathy only to themselves. Real men are actually women because women are the actual leaders. And if Christina P. didn't just prove that to you with her impassioned speech that rallied people together, then nothing will. Tom responded about his divorce by complaining about how hard it is for him, which does not inspire confidence in his ability to keep the ship afloat. Meanwhile, Christina focused on reassuring the audience that they'd been through worse and would get through this too. She showed vulnerability and she showed a positive and hopeful attitude, while all Tom did was complain. And who likes a complainer? What do you think of how Tom addressed his upcoming divorce to Christina P.? Did you also think he acted like a loser-ass bitch the whole time he talked about it like I do? And did you notice how Christina P. was focused on the harm their divorce is causing others, while Tom was focused on the harm it was causing only himself? Let me know, and thank you so much for watching.